Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you guys how to create this poster by using the type tool in Photoshop CS4. The first step is finding an image that you would want to wrap your text around, and once you find that image, which you can download from any royalty-free website, you're going to then use this image as a base idea for your font to be wrapped around from. So what I'm going to do is I selected this image here, and I got this from a regular royalty-free website. Once you have your image selected, you're going to duplicate this layer. And what you do is you go into your background and you right click and click duplicate layer. Now you can set the name to whatever name you want, but I'm just going to leave it as the default name, which is called background copy. And I'm going to press OK. Then you're going to eyeball the background layer off just by clicking that little eye. See, it's gone. And once you have that, you're going to take your background copy and you're going to decrease the opacity to about 50%. Your opacity is over here in your layers palette, and you're going to press 50%. You're going to type it in, or you can drag the slider if you, whatever you choose is best for you. So 50% it is. Once you have created your background copy and decreased the opacity to 15%, you're now going to create a new layer by clicking this little box here, which says create a new layer. Just click it and there you go. Now once you have that, go into your type tool, which is on the left side of your toolbar, and click it. And I'm going to type swirl because it's a swirl. I'm going to increase my image so that you guys can see what's going on. So there's my letter right there. Now I'm using a basic font, which is Arial size 18, and you guys can use whatever font you would like. That's completely up to you and your creativity. Once you have swirl selected, select your type tool, which is on the left side of your toolbar. Click and type the word swirl. Once you have that done, just press this arrow key on the left side of your toolbar. You can name it whatever you want. You can choose the font you want. It's completely up to you and your creativity. Once you have done that, press Ctrl T. This is the transform tool. Then you're going to rotate it by holding Shift and just clicking on your mouse, clicking and holding at the same time, and it will automatically rotate for you. Now you can drag this to your image because that would be the best idea, and Shift click rotate to match the size of the actual image. And to decrease the image, you just hold down Shift and you take one of the corners and you drag down, which will decrease, increase, whatever you would like. And then once you're satisfied with that, you can press enter. So that's what I have. Now you may think it looks kind of weird, kind of straight, and there's a trick to that to make it aligned to the curve. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it will make it look not so straight. And how to do that is by double clicking on your text layer, and it's going to highlight it. Then you're going to go here, and this is called the warp text tool. Now once you click that, you're going to have this little pop-up box that comes up, and you're going to choose your style to be arc or whatever you think will suit this image here, but I would say arc would be the best idea. And you have the option to choose between horizontal or vertical, but I'm using horizontal, and I'm just gonna lower down my bend tool because I had been using it earlier, and the default is obviously 0, but yeah, so I'm just gonna put it up to maybe say 15, and once I'm happy with it, I'll just press OK. Then you're gonna go back to this tool here, which is the move tool, so that it gets out of the highlighting. And then you're going to go Control T and you're going to start moving it a little bit more to adjust it to how you would like it. Now if you want the size to be smaller, you can either decrease it by using the transform tool, or you can go into the type tool size menu and decrease the size there. So I could put it to say 14%. I think that's a good number, and there you go. You get like a nice curve around this swirl here. So how to duplicate, click this layer here and press Alt click drag, and that will duplicate a layer right there automatically. Then you can go Control T, rotate it, match the swirl, like so, and just keep doing that over and over again. So Alt click, drag, transform, rotate, up. And you keep doing that over and over again. And it takes a little bit of time, you know, patience to actually make it look good, because you have to go into the actual warp text and, you know, adjust the arc, because sometimes it looks funny if you don't really do anything about that. So you keep doing that, and some fonts may be bigger. You can change the size up to like 18 or 16 rather, because that looks kind of funny. So 16 is fine too. You can change the font style. So I would use maybe brush script. See, you can do that. You can change the color. You can go into your swatches palette and change the color if you like, because you may not like the color. You can do a whole bunch of things. And I'm going to show you a trick that is very convenient, that a friend actually taught me a long time ago how to do. This method is, if you have like, say, 50 different fonts and you designed it already, and it's like, oh wow, but I want to change this font into a different color. What you can do is just right click on your mouse, and you're gonna see swirl copy, background copy. Now they're gonna list like a bunch of layers that you have over here, but over here instead. So you can just go swirl copy, and automatically it goes to that layer. So you don't have to go through it all and see where it is. You know, you can just right click, swirl, there you go, found it. You know, if you want to change the color now, you can change the color. So keep doing that. You're gonna come up with something like this. So once you have all that done, what you're gonna do is, I actually have another copy of this. So I'm just gonna open that PSD document. And it looks something like this, right? You have all your swirl layers going on. I decorated this one. I made it a little bit prettier. And what I did with the layer that was here, the one that was at 50%, was I increased the opacity. You see, you can even leave that if you want, but I didn't like it, so I just deleted that layer. Now that's gone. Create a new layer by hitting this button right here, which I already did, and it was a background layer, which I colored it black. And then, you know, I just continue to duplicate the actual swirls. What I did was I took all these swirls and I grouped it. And how you group it is, there's a folder here that says create a new group. And once you click that, you can create a new group name. You can name it. So you can name it swirls. And you can throw all those swirl layers, you can just drag it into that folder there, which I'm not going to do because I already have a folder available for me. So I'm just going to go right click, delete group, group only. Okay, so how I made this other swirl here was I just duplicated the whole group, and you can actually do that by right clicking and duplicating group, and you press OK. Then once you have that group duplicated, you can move it around and create fancy typography stuff. And that basically sums up how you do a typography poster by using a text tool to wrap around an image. So have fun, create stuff, show it to me. I would love your feedback. Thank you for everything. Bye guys.